been going through my trials, no worry. You run me because.
All praise to the Most High. Hey, look at this real quick, y'all. This right here in Rome. So what y'all got to understand is around 63 BC all the way up to 135 AD, we was conquered under Roman rule, right? You see this line right here. Look right up underneath it. Can we zoom in a little bit? Is that possible? Look at the hair. That's Negro hair. That's why they cut his nose off. Understand that. Now let's go to the next image real quick. Go to the next image. Can you flip that? Look at those brothers. Those is brothers right there. Now, I just want to get the writing real quick. And all praise to the Most High for Bishop Yawasab. He first wanted to bring this book out to us long time ago. Give me that. Get to the Negroes. The next image. Pull that up. Read that.
Bizarre games for gladiators.
Uh-huh.
The more unusual the contest.
The more what?
The more unusual the contest, the better the Romans liked it.
The better the what?
The Romans liked it.
The same thing they do to this day. They put us at a disadvantage to this day, and they still was doing it back then. Read.
Gladiators often fought with mismatched weapons.
Uh-huh.
Negroes.
What they call them?
Negroes.
Oh, I thought Negroes wasn't out there. Negroes, right?
Negroes, a rare sight in Rome, were matched with each other.
Now, let's go to the book. I want to show y'all something because guess what, Edomites? We have your books written in 121 AD. We have the books that was published then. Let's get the proof real quick. Read that first. Read the top blue. Just read that.
Lies of the Caesars. Gaius Suetonius Tranquillus is best known for his Lives of the Caesars.
Now, understand this. This was an emperor in 125 AD that recorded some things that happened according to the Bible. Read.
Starting with the dictator Julius Caesar and ending with the emperor Domitian, which was published in the reign of the emperor Hadrian, 117 to 38 CE.
CE mean common era or AD. Give me the next image. Let's go to it. Let's see what he recorded. Read that. Start with the to the people. Read that.
To the people of Ilium.
That's talking about the ancient Trojans, so y'all know. Go ahead.
Be granted perpetual exemption from tribute on the grounds that they were the founders of the Roman race.
They was founders of what?
Of the Roman race.
So these all Edomites. Trust and understand. They all the same people. Read.
Having first read out a letter in Greek from the Senate. And people of Rome promising King Seleucus friendship and alliance, but only on condition that he render their kindred, the people of Ilium, free of any taxation in perpetuity.
Watch this right here.
The Jews he expelled from Rome.
The what?
The Jews he expelled from Rome.
That's Acts 18 and 1 through 2, so y'all understand that. Read that real quick so we can understand, because y'all say the Bible not true. This was published in 121 AD. Understand that. Read that.
Acts chapter 18, verse 2. And found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy with his wife Priscilla.
Read.
Because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from
Claudius
Rome.
did that, so understand the Bible's true. Now, it also said that he wrote this book. Guess what? We have the actual book. Now, let's get a little bit more in depth real quick. Let's get the slaves. Go ahead. Slavery for life. Let's see what Claudius did. Read that. Just read the green.
Yes, sir. He suppressed all foreign religions.
I thought Christianity was our religion. He suppressed all foreign religions. Just keep going with that.
And the Egyptian and Jewish rites.
That's what they talking about, the Jews. Now go to the green. Watch this.
He distributed the Jewish youth.
He did what?
He distributed the Jewish youth.
He took our young man, and what he do with them?
Under the pretense of military
Put them
service.
in their militaries. The same thing they do to this day when you go over there to Israel. They taking our young man and putting in their military. Read.
Among the provinces noted for an unhealthy climate.
Read.
And dismissed from the city all the rest of that nation.
All the rest of what?
Of that nation. As well as those who were proselytes to that religion.
Read.
Under pain of slavery for life.
What they do to the Jews?
Under pain of slavery for life. Unless they comply.
Unless we did what?
Unless they comply.
But we didn't comply. Now watch this. Let me get this just real quick. Killed us on the birthdays, because y'all brothers and sisters like to celebrate birthdays. Read that.
But finding all things again in confusion.
In what?
In confusion.
Because everything we have is contrary to their laws. It is confusion to them. Understand that. We was doing this back then. It's the same thing we doing today. Read.
He turned back upon the road, and going to consult the oracle of Venus at Paphos about his voyage, he received assurances of attaining the empire for himself.
So what Titus do? Try to get the empire for himself. We reading about 70 AD, brothers and sisters. Understand, this thing was recorded back then. Read.
These hopes were speedily strengthened, and being left to finish the reduction of Judea.
Finish what?
The reduction of Judea.
So while we was down, they were still kicking us down, doing the siege. We read that in Deuteronomy 28:53, so you understand. Read.
In the final assault of Jerusalem, he slew 7 of his defenders with the like number of arrows and took it upon his daughter's birthday.
Upon what?
Upon his daughter's birthday.
So we read about all the time during the birthday, they're cutting out John the Baptist's head. They're killing us in Greece. And look at this now. They was doing this upon the daughter's birthday. Let me get the next one real quick, how we rebelled. It's just the same thing we doing today. Read that.
Jerusalem was taken. Oh, no.
Yeah, affirm.
A firm persuasion had long prevailed through all the East.
Do what?
Through a firm persuasion had long prevailed through all the East.
So understand, our Savior, Jesus Christ, had already come. But watch what they try to do. Just keep reading it.
That it was fated for the empire of the world at that time to devolve on some who should go forth from Judea.
Watch this.
This prediction referred to a Roman emperor as the event shewed. But
they tried to say that this was a Roman emperor that happened to, but we ain't stupid. Read.
But the Jews.
But the who?
But the Jews applying it to themselves.
Applying it to what?
To themselves.
Because we read Micah 5 and 2, so we understand what that's talking about. That's talking about Christ. Read that.
Broke out into rebellion.
What did we do?
Broke out into rebellion.
We're not going for foolishness. We will die for God. Understand that. We was doing this back then. Read.
And having defeated and slain their governor, routed the lieutenant of Syria.
It's that simple. Now read that last little grain. The Jews.
The Jews looked for their accomplishment in the person of one of their own nation.
And the what?
In the person of one of their own nation.
Jesus Christ. We understand that. Read.
The expected Messiah.
The expected who?
Messiah.
We wasn't foolish, but guess what? We got foolish today, but we got the books. Read it.
To which character there are many pretenders in those times.
And the scriptures talk about that. Many pretenders in his time. And guess what? We are back on this earth. I'm telling y'all, we got the books. 121 AD, we brought it to you, baby.
Hey, the books was heavy, man.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.